Make him obsessed with Yao without saying a single word. Let me tell you something that most women are never taught. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Obsession is not created by what you say. It's created by what you embody. And the reason this works so powerfully is because desire is not logical. It's neurological. It's emotional. It's primitive. I learned this years ago, sitting across from a man who had everything: money, status, options, and I barely spoke the entire dinner. I smiled slowly. I listened deeply. I moved with intention. And when I left, he leaned forward like I had just taken something from him. That's when I understood the truth philosophers hinted at for centuries. From Lao Tzu to Simone de Beauvoir, the most powerful force is not force at all. It's presence. Women have been trained to overexplain, overtext, overgive, overperform, thinking love is earned through effort, when in reality obsession is born in restraint. Think about the last time someone truly fascinated you. It wasn't because they chased you. Was it? It was because there was something just out of reach. Something calm, grounded, self-contained. Men are no different. Their attraction deepens not when you pursue, but when they feel themselves pulled. And pulled is silent. Pulled is energetic. Pulled is you walking into a room like you already belong there. Shoulders relaxed, eyes soft but unafraid, movements unhurried like time bends around you. Psychology calls this emotional regulation. Philosophy calls it sovereignty. I call it feminine command. When you stop reacting and start responding. When you stop filling silence and start letting it breathe. You trigger his subconscious to lean in. His mind starts writing stories for you, projecting meaning, craving validation. And this is where obsession begins. Not with words, but with space. If you're new here, make sure you're subscribed and your notifications are on. Because what I teach here is not dating advice. It's power reclamation. And by the end of this, you will never approach connection the same way again. I'm not telling you to play games. I'm telling you to stop giving your magic away for free. Luxury brands don't beg. Queens don't chase. And a woman who knows her value doesn't need to announce it lets the world feel it. Here's the part no one says out loud. Men fall hardest when they feel chosen, not when they feel needed. Neediness is loud. Choice is quiet. Choice is you having a full life, a rich inner world, routines, passions, standards, and inviting him into it rather than rearranging yourself to fit into his. I've watched this happen over and over. In New York lounges, in Paris cafes, in quiet Sunday mornings, where a man suddenly realizes he's emotionally invested before he knows how it happened. He starts texting first. He starts remembering details. He starts wondering where you are when you're not around. And you didn't say a thing differently, you simply shifted your center of gravity back to yourself. Carl Jung said that what we do not make conscious will rule our lives, and we will call it fate. Most women unconsciously chase validation. When you make your self-worth conscious, when you stop performing and start being, his unconscious responds. Silence becomes your sharpest tool. Not cold silence, not punishment silence, but grounded silence. The kind where you don't rush to reply. Not because you're calculating, but because you're genuinely present with your own life. The kind where you listen more than you speak. And when you do speak, your words land. The nervous system reads this as safety and mystery combined. An intoxicating mix. His body relaxes around you, but his mind can't let you go. That's obsession. And let me be clear, thighs is not manipulation. Manipulation is rooted in fear. This is alignment. This is you remembering that attraction is not about convincing. It's about allowing. When you stop auditioning for love, love starts auditioning for you. If this is resonating, drop a comment later with your biggest takeaway. Because I read them, and this community of women rising together is everything to me. And notice how even now, as you listen, something in you is settling, straightening its spine. That's your power waking up. The final layer, the one that changes everything, is identity. Obsession is not about doing more. It's about becoming someone he cannot replace. And that happens when your energy is clean. No resentment, no chasing, No overexplaining. You move like a woman who trusts herself. You leave when it's time to leave. You don't linger for crumbs. You don't negotiate desire. You let him feel the weight of your absence and the warmth of your presence. And both are unforgettable. I've seen men spiral trying to label this as chemistry, timing, luck, when in reality, it's the echo of a woman who knows when to lean in and when to lean back. This is ancient. Cleopatra knew it. She didn't conquer with words. She conquered with atmosphere. And atmosphere is something you cultivate daily through how you take care of your body, how you speak to yourself, how you walk into rooms, how you honor your boundaries. When you respect yourself, others feel it before they understand it. An obsession is simply prolonged curiosity mixed with emotional safety. He feels seen, but not smothered, drawn in, but not trapped, inspired, not pressured. That's why this works without a single word. Because words can lie, but energy never does. As I close this, I want you to sit with this truth. You were never meant to chase love. You were meant to attract it by being fully, unapologetically you. If this shifted something in you, if you felt that quiet moment in your chest, make sure you're subscribed, turn on notifications, and comment "I needed this," because the woman you are becoming deserves reminders of her own power. Rewatch this when you forget. Come back when you feel tempted to overgive. And remember, obsession is not created by effort. It's created by essence. And you, my love, already have it. And let me take you even deeper. Because once you understand this layer, you stop trying forever. The truth is, obsession is a mirror response. Men don't become obsessed because you impress them. They become obsessed because you made them feel something about themselves in your presence. Powerful, calm, desired, seen, challenged. And the way you do that without words is by mastering contrast. You are warm, but not available on demand. You are affectionate, but not dissolving. You are feminine, but not fragile. That contrast keeps his nervous system alert in the most delicious way. He doesn't feel bored, and he doesn't feel overwhelmed. He feels awake. And awakening is addictive. This is why, when you pull your energy back into your body, slow movements, intentional pauses, eye contact that lingers half a second longer than expected, his mind fills the silence with you. Neuroscience confirms this. The brain obsesses over what it cannot fully predict. And you, when embodied correctly, are beautifully unpredictable. Not chaotic, not inconsistent, just sovereign. You don't rush to define the connection. You don't demand reassurance. You don't chase clarity. You allow him to come toward you, step by step, because every step he takes deepens his investment. Effort creates attachment, and silence invites effort. This is where women get it twisted. They think pulling back means withdrawing love. No, you're simply no longer overfunctioning. You're letting him meet you at your level. And if he doesn't, you don't explain. You don't beg. You don't harden. You redirect your energy back into your life. And that redirection is felt like gravity shifting. He either steps you or he fades. And either outcome is a win, because you never abandoned yourself. This is the ultimate power, being unattached to outcome but deeply attached to self. When you live from that place, obsession is no longer something you chase, it's something that finds you. Again and again, in different forms, with different men, until the right one stays. And that's when you realize this was never about making him obsessed. It was about becoming the woman who never has to ask for devotion because her presence alone commands it. And I want you to seal this into your nervous system, not as theory, but as identity. You are not here to perform femininity. You are here to inhabit it. The moment you stop explaining yourself, stop softening your standards, stop shrinking to be chosen, something magnetic switches on. You walk differently. You pause before responding. You let silence do the heavy lifting while you remain relaxed, open, unattached. And that calm is unforgettable. Men don't obsess over women who chase certainty. They obsess over women who are certain within themselves. So the ending is simple. And it's powerful. Choose yourself first. Every single time. Without apology. Without announcement. Let your life be so full that anyone entering it feels the honor immediately. If this landed in your body, not just your mind, comment "I needed this" and come back to it whenever you feel tempted to overgive. Rewatch it until your nervous system remembers who you are. Because the most irresistible woman in the room is never the loudest, never the neediest, never the most available. She is the one who knows, deeply and quietly, that she is already enough and that knowing is what makes obsession inevitable.